Hello and welcome to 15-Minute Gamer. My name is Tony. This is They Are Billions. This is a special episode to show you how I survived the wave. The final They Are Billions wave. I didn't record it. This, I've had to re-find the save. Luckily, I did a backup. Because I always back up my save games anyway, because of an incident happened many times ago. Where I lost loads of saves. And yeah, for some reason it deleted me save. I don't know if when you do the level it completes it and just gets rid of your save for you, because like he's not going to use that again. But I thought I'd share with you how I kind of did it. Now this is on one of the easier modes, so you will need more, because I've got a couple of extra days. Like it can end on 100 or 120. But I just thought I'd show you kind of the things I'd learned in this playthrough, because this is about my 8th or 9th try at getting through. Kind of defenses I built up and where I should have improved, maybe could have done better, the research I did, that sort of thing. So it's kind of just like a little, almost a how-to guide, how I survived, to show off how I did it. Because this game is tough. So this starting position was a really good one, because of the fact that I was blocked off from this way. This way was pretty blocked off, so I only had to worry about this way. That way was completely blocked off, perfect. So there's only like 3 ways that could kind of get at my main base. The only problem was, expansion-wise, this was too hot. I couldn't get into this area at all. It was too big. Look at this. Like, there's no way I could have cordoned that off. So because of the nice area here, I couldn't move these far enough forward. And if I had another chance, I would have possibly moved these forward a little bit. But the problem is, I just couldn't. The only thing I could have done is maybe walled off this and this, but that would have given them another 2 areas to attack instead of just 1. And the costs just would have been a little bit too high. But what did I learn? So the main reason and where I'd been going wrong was houses and gold. Houses give you gold. So this house here gives me 52 gold. So you can see there, 52 gold, 52 gold, 52 gold. There's a bank, so this will increase that. That one gives me 40. So you can see just by putting a bank beside it gives you an extra 12 gold. So what I did this time is made sure that all the houses that were possible were changed into these stone houses. You get the stone houses, I think it's from here. So when you're playing, just remember to get the stone houses. The other houses, which are the cottage ones, they give you 18 gold. So you can see the difference. It's really important to get these upgraded. And that's where I'd been going wrong. Everything uses gold. Like that farm uses 50 gold. So if you put a farm down, you need to have a house to offset that balance. You need gold. This is very, very, very low. But because each executioner takes gold, 50, it doesn't last very long. So get your population going. I had a population of 1770 on this, and I just made it. You want to be looking around about the 2.5, 3 for your population. Of course, every time you do a population, you have to look at buying a power plant. And also you have to look at farm. So just bear in mind, get houses down, get your population. You can see I've got loads of workers spare. But that doesn't matter. I need the gold, because the gold is how I upgrade these. To upgrade to 1, it's 700 gold and 20 stone. So if I've got 30 around my base, 30 times 700, that's a lot of gold that I need. So make sure that is always up. And in the early game, keep it at around about the 600-700 mark. That'll allow you to get to where you need to go. Wood, obviously, resources, very important. Stone is an issue. Stone I found very difficult. It's because each power plant uses 5 of your stone. So I've only got +9, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got another 2 down here. 4, 5, 6, 7, using 5 stone each. Now you get a good power range from these, and you get 192 power, but they do use a hell of a lot of stone. So just be careful, because my stone was running out, and it was struggling at times to get the resources I need. I now put them all up to advanced mills, but you can see they only provide 6. So really, each time you put a power plant down, you're wiping out some stone. So just be very careful. I was even building on the outside of my walls just to try and get a little bit more stone. There was a lot of stone up here, but I just could not expand. It just did not have the time to do it. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to build power plants, they use stone and wood. And I only still have 68 spare power. Oh, there's another one, so it's 8. So just 9. So just bear that in mind. Why my stone is so low. Maybe think about if you can just populate in lots of mills. It might be easier, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you're running short of stone, maybe build mills rather than power plants. Iron, I never had a problem with iron at all. That was my resource I was selling. So what I do is you build this market which reduces all the food needs. So you can see one of them, the food needs 13. 16 so of 3 drops. If you can get one of these in an area, you drop them all by 3, which is always very lucky. You know what you do is click there, and that sells the iron. So that was one of the way I was propping up my supplies, just keep selling that and oil, because I didn't really need the oil. You need the oil to upgrade the farms, and if you build certain units. I don't think it's these guys. They do use -1 oil, yeah, so you need your oil there. So I built this one just on the outskirts, but it was covered by that gun and that, so it means nothing could destroy it, which was a risky plan. It got attacked a few times, but not too bad. But I didn't have any oil inside my base. I think I had one, which was... Oh, there. Didn't even see that. Good to see. Well, I mean, I've been playing this game for like... This run through took about 6 hours, and I did not see that oil there. So I kind of had no choice and stuck it out there. So when you look down here, get your population up. Workers are important. Just keep building tent, keep building tent, keep building tent. In fact, it still says there's 4 tents somewhere. 2 tents somewhere. I'm not sure where. I probably just put them. Oh, there you go. So there's a tent there. As you can see, they only make 8 gold compared to these, which make 40. So get them upgraded. Just click on there, and then upgrade to a cottage, and upgrade it to stone. And you obviously do that through resources, through the research. So you can research through them. Another thing that really helped me on this playthrough was the Phantos unit. The Phantos unit are these guys. They shoot. No, that's a. Where are you? There you go. They shoot like a missile projectile that kind of knocks them back. So when you get attacked, it knocks the horde back a little bit. Really handy. So I just had, once the final attack came, I had 1 or 2 at each area, and then they were kind of my backup in case so when they got to here, so if they're not this wall down, they were starting to do that. So they're really good. They're researched. They're not cheap. They're about 700, I think. There you go, 600 plus 10 oil, and the cost oil to run. The research, they're about 2,000 or 3,000, so really important. Also, in terms of that, warehouses, they increase productivity of people in them, so places, and also let you store more. So they're quite important to have down as well. I didn't put any advanced mills down. I read something that said they're not kind of worth it, so I didn't put one down. So I didn't use advanced mills, I just used the normal. So you can see lots of houses. The advanced farms, really important. Get them researched. As you can see, food's 100. Food you'll run out a lot of. Obviously, every time you put a house down, they use 16 food. You can make 100. So every, 5 houses, you need another farm down. So I don't know how many stone houses we've got. 88. So you can see there, and that's why I had to build it out. You can only build farms on the grassland. Which is why I was trying to push forward a little bit, just to try and get that little bit of land. You see there, that would have been ideal, but again, another 2 more fronts would have needed covered, which I didn't kind of feel like I had the resources to do in the time given. So, that's kind of how I managed the resources on this. Now, let's talk about defenses. There's various things when I read. I like an inner defense around my main population hood. The only problem is, if they break in, all these are going to be turned into zombies. Now, these inner defenses aren't going to last if that's the case. So there is an argument of just getting rid of them, get the resources back, and invest. Because I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers on inner defense. Now, could I then put 5 more towers elsewhere? Yes, I could. So, is that something that you need? Not necessarily, but down here I had a playthrough because I've done it before where there was like one zombie made it through here, and there's nothing I could do. Not a thing. Whereas if I just had my inner defense here in one of these towers, it would have kept that one zombie away. And there's been a few playthroughs where that's been a big impact, where just one or two zombies have made it through. And all you got to do is protect this. So if you can protect that from the horde, then you've won. So I like having my inner defense, but as I said, some people more say get rid of them, get the resources, and get them plowed elsewhere. I doubled up the walls everywhere, as you can see, for me outer defenses, and put guns in between. Now, there's no need for that technically, because these cover. So if you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapons along the outer wall, then put a secondary wall in, then they've got to break through this while all this is getting done. But the way I look at it, these are how I was using it, is when they broke through these walls, they would then attack these, which then give this a chance to destroy them. Whereas if these weren't here, they would then just go straight to this wall. So that was kind of me thinking. And make sure you upgrade all your walls to stone. I know I've left some wood there. Make sure they're all stone. I've seen some defenses that kind of like... have I got an example of one? Yeah, kind of like this, where you can only go too deep on the wall, but you can kind of make them a bit better. I've also tried tactics where I've made them like a passage almost, like here, but further down for them to run into, which was a good defense because they all came running towards that. As you can see, though, some I put gates on, some I didn't. So the areas I wasn't interested in going to, i.e. down here, because it's the edge of the map, you can't build there. So them I just walled off. I wasn't interested in going in and out, so there, that was important to wall off here. And what I did here is left this gate here so that I could put people in the tower. So we've got a wood tower there, and also use these Phantos units into here, which give an extra coating over the top of that wall. So you can see I just blocked off everything I could. And each one, I think, has 4, apart from that one. So you can see there's 4 there, 4 there. 8 there, because I kept getting hordes from that angle. Down here was my weak spot. This is when I completed the level. This is the one that almost fell, and where the most amount of people came from. You do get billions towards the end, so it's really important you have all your areas covered. This area was quite well covered, because this could help out both ways. So could this if needed, and so could them if needed as well. So there was a little bit of extra help. And if obviously they start breaking through, these guys would turn on them. And then they also, if they came through, they had these and these. So that was quite a good defensive location. I knew that would get broken through. Here was a bit of a dangerous spot because it wasn't heavily defended, but I couldn't really defend it very heavily. There you can see I'm just upgrading a few walls there just to get to it. So that's how I kind of survived. I put all them walls up and put a few spike traps down as well. I mean, still got 10 days. Put a few spike traps down just to slow them down. In the end, what I did is actually extend this wall again here and then put spikes in between, and that's the only way I could do it. This is where they attacked from, and I was very, very lucky to survive. But that's how you kind of need to do it. That's how you work. Make sure you get your food right, get enough population, keep putting them houses down, keep that gold flowing in, and just get your walls upgrade to stone as soon as possible. And in my eyes, these Phantos units are just the best. Just the absolute best. Now, clearing the map wise, just when we move away from the base, what I did is I build loads of archers and loads of soldiers. The archers are pretty good. They're very cheap as well. Have about a team of about 20 people. So 20 archers, 10 archers, 10 soldiers, a couple of snipers, and you'll be able to clear most of the map. You might get a bit of a problem. There was a Village of the Damned here, I believe. Actually, it might be in here. The Village of the Damned are like an infected city. In the first map, there's only one, or I've only ever seen one. There was a huge one. It like sprawled. If that might have been up here, sprawled all the way along. Make sure you get rid of them before you do. But just put about 20 odd units down and get clearing the map while you can. I was a little bit naughty and should have cleared more of this map, because it just means less infected are going to attack you towards the end. And you want to push out looking for choke points. Look to see where you can push to. Like, I could have possibly pushed to there if I'd been a bit braver. But that would have been one hell of a big wall, and that would have been a bit of a small one to defend. If they came from here, I might have been a bit screwed, which is why I left it there. There wasn't much point pushing forward. I could have possibly pushed to there, but then I would have to wall off there and there as well. And the same as here, I didn't push up here. I probably should have. Along here, you can see the end of the map. It was pointless pushing. This one here, end of map, and down there, it wasn't worth pushing forward at all, so I didn't do that. But you can see, as I explained before. So that's what you want to do. Get some soldiers, about 20-25 into a unit, press Control 1 to set a control group, and just get around and get rid of as many zombies as you can before attack. And if you use all them tactics, you should be able to survive. Not guaranteed. It depends how you start off. But I like my inner and out defenses. As I said, though, if they break through here anyway, I'm kind of screwed. But just bear in mind, it's all about resource management. It's all about keeping your population up. It's all about getting that gold in and just building the best defenses you can. When you start off, just get your wooden defenses up. Like there. These were my first ones. And if you can, just place an archer or two, like there. Archer and 2 there, Archer there, Archer there. And they'll do the main protection for the first couple of days and then get that down. But that's how I did it. That was how my base looked. And it survived. As I said, I know it's on the 120 days. So I did have the extra 10 days to do it. I think the Horde came on about 115. But just bear that in mind. That's kind of the defensive strategy you're kind of looking at. Double your walls up. I didn't really put many towers down, but I've seen some playthroughs where they have put stone towers down. I didn't research them, unfortunately. But get your stone towers down because they're a lot more. Put some archers in, put some snipers in, and they'll kind of clear some of the Horde down before they get there. But these are the guys that really helped me on this playthrough. But I hope you've enjoyed the little bit of a guide. You know, I've put about 50 hours into this game now. I feel like I can offer that. I was waiting to actually try and complete one before I'd done it. And yeah, it's just a fantastic game. And I'll catch you all later on. Goodbye.